Hello, this is Bricktsar, and today we're going to finally finish the Palace Cinema, set 10232. This came out in February. I think I ordered this around February 15th when it was first available, sometime around then, I can't remember. But I just recently got around to building it, and we had a defect in one of our pieces. It was this white tile with studs on the edge, part 6178. It was warped. And since this was an important piece in the set, the movie screen, and even though if you put the other pieces around it, it might help some of the warping come out, I didn't want to use it because you got to put a sticker on this. So today, in the mail, I received this package from Lego Customer Services, and we're going to open it up. I called earlier this week, I think it was Monday, and asked for a replacement part, and look what I got today. This bag, and let's see how this plate looks. There we go, it's a little better. Actually, it's not perfect either. Must be something to do with their building process, but it lays flatter on the table. You can see the difference there. This is the one we just got today. That's the one that came with my set. So very cool. So I'm going to finish building the movie screen and we're going to review this. Alright, the Creator set 10232 Palace Cinema came with 3 instruction manuals. And it did have numbered bags since there were no alternate models. So that was good because when you got more than one people building, they can each have their own manual, which is what we did. It helps build it a little quicker. You get a ton of extra pieces. And it came with a cardboard protector and a bag for the instructions so they're not damaged, which is something I suggested a long time ago. So lately the more expensive sets have been coming with that, so that's good for protecting your instructions. So I'm going to keep my instructions and my extra parts in there as I like to do. This Palace Cinema is a very cool modular building, as most of them are. Built it. It's not really my favorite of the modulars, but it's still a good one. My favorite part is probably going to be the sign, but we'll look at that in a little bit. The roof was neat. You got 2 floors and a roof on this. And we're going to look at all the different floors and levels. We're going to look at the outside and we're going to look at the car. So first we'll look at the outside. And I like the effect of having the spotlights. That was a neat little build. They look real realistic from a distance. And I like having the stars on the tiles. These are printed pieces, not stickers. And it's a 1x1 stud. So this is your studs. So I thought that was pretty neat. And I like the little stanchions. And I love the posters. Now, I like that one that's the Brick Separator. That one's good. I love the mystery on the monorail. It shows, obviously that's the airport monorail. And another movie title for Lego adult collectors of Lego is Forever Sorting. I love that. And it's Dinah Plate and Clark Brickster Forever Sorting. And then on this side, it has the window to the lobby and the all famous white lamp that is in all the modular sets. So pretty neat. And then you got your sign, which is the stickers. And the movie playing tonight is 3 Clicks on a Snap, starring Minifigure, and it's got 3 showtimes. Tickets are 30 cents. So this is obviously designed to be in the golden age of theaters, back in maybe like the 30s or something. And one of my guys fell down. It's like the grand opening of the Palace Cinema is happening. So we'll come over here, and our ticket taker is here. He's got his little bow tie. But anyway, I have the limo pull up. And our first guest. So why don't we this time, well, first let me show you this. This is obviously an older design because the set has the appeal of being from the 30s or the 40s, is what I feel. So it's a really neat design for this limo. Very simple, but old looking. So let's look at the minifigures that you get with this set. Alright, first up we'll look at this guy who's holding the tickets. The tickets are just these 1x1 tiles that are light bluish gray. He has a nice little striped vest and a bow tie. No pattern on the back though. And standard minifigure grin. And I thought that was a neat touch that the minifigures have all the standard minifigure grin that was the original minifigure for many years. That's all you had. So this is made to be kind of like a vintage building. It has that vintage look to it. So that's our, I guess, a ticket taker or concession worker here. Alright, and here's our photographer. He is there to cover the grand opening of the Palace Cinema. He's got his press pass hat. He's got his camera, old style camera, and he's got a nice tie and vest. And one thing I liked about this time period in the United States anyway is that people dress nice all the time. People wore ties to baseball games and they were always dressed nice, whereas today everybody looks like a bum and wears pajamas to Walmart, which I hate. Sometimes they're barefooted. But this guy's dressed nice. All right, next up is our usher. He's got his little chain. He's got a he's got a fluffy shirt. Seinfeld would appreciate that. It's a pirate shirt. He's got his white gloves on, and he's got some gold in his chain. And he's got a neat hair, slick back, dark tan hair. So it's pretty neat. Alright, this girl was in the limousine. She's got purple outfit with nice little flowers, and she's carrying some serious change. She's got $200 bills that she's waving around, just asking to get mugged. And I don't know what this little girl's doing with this kind of cash, being driven around in a limousine. I like her hair, I like the purple. It's got kind of a silvery look to the flowers in her belt there, so it's pretty neat. It's a good little figure, literally. Here's our limo driver. He has a nice tie, no back printing, but all the figures are well dressed in this set, which is nice, and they're, again, all standard minifigure heads. Here's the last minifigure. How did Brickqueen get in this set? It's not fair. What is she doing in here? Is that Brickqueen? Is it? Oh, it's not. Okay. No, she's got black hair. This is kind of brown hair. This is another employee of the theater, I think. She's got fancy red on, and they got her standing in front of the theater in book 2, but I don't know. She could be somebody just looking for a seat too. Very neat hairdo, neat outfit. Has a pattern. It's got the lace, where the old style where they had to string them up, pull them together like a corset, whatever they call that. I don't know. But anyway, that's the last minifigure, the girl. Alright, here's the first floor, and one thing I like about this set is that it has a red base plate in 32x32. Been waiting 40 years for another red 32x32 base plate. The only other set that has it, I think, is a doctor's office from an old maxi figure set from the 70s. So very cool that we finally get a red base plate. This one's 32x32. Over here we see a ticket area. These are supposed to be the ticket windows, and this is like the cashier area, and they work behind that counter. And over here is the concession, which is neat. You got some neat little things using just basically regular studs to represent the candy. You got cones, I suppose, are representing the Coke. You got a fountain machine. You got the display counter as well, which has your candy bars and stuff. And then it's got the stairs leading up. That was a neat build. Your stairs and the walls are good. Very stable design. It has the tiles on the top, so you can stack them as you can with all the modular sets. Now let's go to the next one. Alright, the movie theater is on the second floor, and it's got a nice reel-to-reel projector there and a seat for the projector operator to sit, which I think that was that other guy with the white gloves. And then you got 6 seats, and they're nice, comfy, roomy seats that fold back. And then on this side, we have the theater screen, which was the piece I was waiting for, and it's a nice black and white Fred Astaire type movie going on there. It's a musical. Everything was a musical, apparently. But hopefully they have something to tint out the windows, or it's going to be bright in there because it's got a lot of windows in there. Now the outside of the second floor is neat. You got those windows, you got the rail there, more windows there, good 45-degree design. Looks very stable. You can't even tell hardly that it's that they had to use little tricks there to get it there. But very good. And I love these brick pieces that have been in more of the recent sets. They're 1x2s with a brick pattern. Very cool. So that's the outside of the second floor. Here, I forgot to show you this on the second floor. The brick pattern, I think that's neat how they made it, where it's got some of the under parts of the brick exposed. You see that on a lot of buildings today, and a neat little effect with the bricks. The roof, and when you get to the roof, you think, oh, I'm almost done, but no, you got a gazillion round plates and round bricks and plates. And it goes by quick, but there's a lot of little pieces there on the roof, depending on where you're from. And then the nice little peak they built there, upside down style here, using the arch upside down. And you got your weapons on the top in case somebody wants to grab a knife. Now, that's the completed model there, except for the neatest feature of the whole thing, the sign. And it is so neat when you're building this. It's like you can't even tell that you're building something that's going to be a letter on each side. And that's what I like about it. You have a symmetrical style, so it says Palace there, and the other side is not backwards. It also says Palace. That was so neat. Very neat design to that. So I like that, and I like all the pearl gold effects. And then, of course, your neon, or do they have neon in the 30s or 40s? I don't know. But the light effect on the outside was neat. Just as also around the sign with the pearl gold and the neon green lights. So that's the whole model. So that's the Palace Cinema. Set 10232 had almost 2,200 pieces. Box says 2194. 6 minifigures, a car, and 2-story building with a roof. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention on the roof you got the escape door on the top, or access door to the roof. But anyway, I like it. It's a good set. I will say that it is not by any stretch of the imagination my favorite of the modulars, but it is a good one. I still like the Green Grocer and the Grand Emporium. Those two for sure I like better than this. But anyway, tell me what you think about the Palace Cinema. So feel free to leave a comment, hit the thumbs up on this, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And thanks for watching Bricktsar. We do vintage Lego reviews, new Lego reviews, and anything that's Lego pretty much. So thanks for watching Bricktsar.